y'all, this is Dina. Welcome to my channel. I thought I would bring you another room tour today. I, over the holiday, added a table and so forth, kind of rearranged a few things. So I thought I would bring you the 2023 room tour. So this is the same room I've always been in that I've showed in the past. I have not changed anything on the walls or anything like that. So you can see it all still is the same on the walls and so forth. But let's just come right on in. This is my desk setup. All of my furniture came from IKEA, every bit of it. I, since my last room tour, added this table with drawers. And the table in the corner, I've had that, and I always had my sewing machine on it. But now I've pushed it into the corner, and then I added this one. That way then I have space for my sublimation printer and my sublimation tumbler press and so forth. But this is what my tables look like. I have used pretty much every square inch of this room. Let's just kind of start over here. And yes, I have a fuzzy white chair. I used to have a pink one in here, but the pink one just conked out. It just all of a sudden was wobbly, and I think we just got a bad deal on Amazon for it. So I found this one. It was like 50 bucks or something like that at Home Goods, or not Home Goods, At Home. And so I bought it, and so I have named it, and this is going to date myself, but I have named my chair Phyllis Diller. If you don't know who Phyllis Diller is, she was an actress, I guess, or comedian when I was younger, and she always had crazy hair. So I named my chair Phyllis. Okay, so over here, pretty much I keep all my ribbon and stuff. I'm not going to go through all of these drawers, but I keep all my ribbons, my plastic, like little bags and things like that are all here. Ribbons and so forth. I keep them all in here. I've got my regular printer up here. It's just a regular HP DeskJet 622. Just probably got it for $19 at Walmart on the day after Christmas 1 year, or the day after Thanksgiving 1 year. So, okay, on my main table here is a pretty nice long table that I have over here. I start over here. I have these little drawers that I got not At Home. I got it Home Goods. And these are just fabulous. I haven't really rearranged anything since I showed y'all this, but everything has a nice place in here. Got glitters in here, sequins, all these diamond dots, and so forth. Down here I've got pens and so forth. I keep my computer on my desk unless I'm working on something here, and then I'll move it off. This little turntable here, this thing, organizer, I got it at Michael's a long time ago, and it works out great. I use it for my Cricut tools, and so I keep it right over here in case I need them. I'm not going to go through every one of my drawers. Not a lot of it's changed, but you can see I keep scissors and like my scrapers and so forth. I've got some brads in here, pokey tools, different things, and I've got some hole punch in here as well. The second drawer pretty much has got my glue sticks, my other glue gun, and just some staplers and so forth. And then the bottoms, I have like tape and different things like that in there. Now over here, this is where I do most of my crafting and my videoing. So this is my new glass mat. I love it. The only thing I don't love about it is that it shows that glare right there from my light. I use OTT lights. I'm going to be changing my lights real soon. I'm thinking about getting the new Cricut light. If any of y'all have that Cricut light, let me know. I don't know what it's called, but it's by Cricut. It's a nice big round light. So I'm thinking about getting that light and kind of rearranging my lights in here. This one right here, this is also a OTT light here, and this one works pretty good. This one is the one I think that keeps showing the glare. So you see the other one doesn't really, but this one does. So Over here, I just keep glues and stuff close by for when I am working. I've got my lineup of magnets. I know it looks crazy, but you know, you never know when you're going to need them. And these actually work well with this mat because it's a magnetic mat. I got this on Amazon. My husband actually got it for me for Christmas. Okay, so I'm keeping the spoon rest here. As you see, I've got some little jimmies and little things in there. Y'all, and believe it or not, this little mini cutting board, I got it a long time ago at Hobby Lobby one day. I use it for my cup. Whenever I have a drink in here with me or something, I would use that as like my coaster. Here is my sweet, sweet basket that I wasn't able to fit into my swap, but that's okay. I added a few flowers. You can see some of the flowers are gone, so keep my Cricut over here. This is actually a project I'm working on. I started it last night. I am trying to decorate. At my work, where they've renovated our office and we have lockers. And so they're having a locker contest. So I'm thinking that I'll just do like my initial and then my name. And I cut this out on my Cricut and add maybe a couple flowers. And I might do at the top like a little banner or something. So anyway, I love how it's turning out. See the colors? It's like 5 layers. Turned out really nice. And then I have my Gemini Junior. I keep my plates here, even the one that's kind of warped. It works. Over here, this is where I have my sublimation stuff. So, this is my heat press from Heat Press Nation. My tumbler press, I should say. And so I keep it here. I have my Cricut mug press over here. And then I also have my printer that I converted to sublimation. Now, y'all, this little table right here, I didn't have this until about 2 weeks ago. I went to the grocery store down by the corner, and they've always got these novelty things sitting there. And I happened to see this there, and there were several of them. And so I kept thinking about it. That'd be great to put my printer on. That'd be great. And so I went back like 2 days later, and they still had them. And so I asked the lady, how much were they? I was expecting it to be like $50. Now, it wasn't as heavy as I thought it was going to be. It was $19.99, and it works perfectly for my printer. I showed it to my husband. He's like, that's a great deal. He said, that was good for you to do that, to get your printer up off the desk. So this is my corner for when I do tumblers and mugs and so forth. Underneath here, you can kind of see a little bit. I've got my little rice bag there, but I keep paper, like my 12 by 12 single sheets. I keep them right here. And here I have all kinds of different sewing stuff. It's not the most organized right now. These are my sewing scissors. Everything in here pretty much is about sewing or like hanging things. I do have this little thing here. But yeah, keep my sewing stuff here. Under here, look at that. I have a bucket with my little golden books that I've collected. I have my tumblers and stuff like that that I have collected from my sublimation. And these are just things I want to work on. So now over here, this is where I have my sewing machine and so forth. This is my new desk. I'm loving it. I love having it here. And in these drawers now, I wish I would have, before I piled everything in these drawers, I wish I would have moved my sewing stuff over to here and vice versa, but I didn't, and one day I might change it, but right now, I'm going to leave it. This right here is like stickers and just different random things that I have in here. This drawer is like jimmies and so forth. This one needs to go up here. Put that in there. So these are all my jimmies. I had them in a basket, and look at them. I've got all these jimmies in here. I just love them. And then here, I keep my trimmers. Then I have like all these things that I had on my cart before. I put them all in here along with my doilies. And then down at the bottom, I have flowers. So that's what I have in my drawers. All that stuff came from my rolling cart. And y'all, my rolling cart is gone. I put it on our neighborhood Facebook page. And a lady came and collected it for her daughter. So I just didn't have a space for it. I was just sitting there collecting dust with stuff I'd forget I have. And now I have it in the drawers where I can get to it better. So that is that table. This is my once around again of my table set up. Love it. My husband told me, whenever I told him I wanted to get another table, he goes, where are you going to put it? And I told him, I've got it in my head, and it worked out. Look, I still have this floor space over here. Now, this tower of drawers used to be over there, and then I moved it over here, and it worked out perfectly. Of course, all this came from IKEA. My bulletin board came from IKEA. So forth. These, there's like acetates and things like that. And I have like tablets, different kind of notebooks, just random things. These notebooks are a mess right here, but I've got all these things that this needs to be organized. Then all of these that are in here, I have thickers. So I keep all the thickers. You can see the little ephemera pieces. And then up here at the top, I have like my tissue, my rolls of tissue paper or streamer paper. And I just have some cards I've made, my sticker maker, and my label maker. On the wall, I keep all of my Cricut mats and my rulers. It's nice, just hang them up, and you could have them out of the way and so forth. Now, over here, this island I bought last year, and it works out great for my heat press. This is the heat press from Heat Press Nation, and it is a 9 by 15, I believe. 9 by 13 on the base. Works great. I love it. Over here, I just keep this stuff I keep for sublimation. Whenever I use my tumbler press, I've been using a mask because my husband says it puts off a bad smell. I have some of this that goes over in my thing. I've got some like other sublimation supplies. This is the mug press part that goes to my tumbler press, but I probably won't ever use it. Now underneath here, I have my Cricut 2 and then my other die cut machine there. And I keep my bags right there. I've got my Joy and my sublimation inks and my iron. And just underneath, I have my larger Sizzix and so forth. And I've got some heat presses under there as well. And I always keep my parchment paper sitting right here for when I need it. Now this whole unit, this came from IKEA. And my husband put this in here for me last year, and I've kept it fairly clean. So I'm really proud of myself for not making a huge mess in here. I keep my papers up here at the top. Right down here, I've got like 6 by 6 and some like 8.5 by 11s. I've got my fabrics on the bottom. I've got rolls of faux leather, and then I've got glues and then beads on the bottom. And then I have paints and paint brushes. And then up here I've got some 8.5 by 11 papers. And this part, I've got inks and I've got stamps. And y'all, my dies are out of control. They are so out of control, but it's all good. I'll get them organized one day. And then up here, I've just got my other storage with beads and stuff in it. I keep this Sizzix up here, and y'all, believe it or not, out of all the machines I've got, I keep going back to that one. Sometimes I just find it easier to use it, so I just use it. Then I've just got random things I've created. Still got Flo. She's a mascot. And this is just random things, and all of this is vinyl. So pretty much this is all like smart vinyl and regular vinyl, and then Cricut Joy vinyls, and then like supplies down there. But yeah, that is my room. I have a place for everything. It's just, it's hard to keep clean when you get busy working, but you know what? The sign of a a messy craft room is someone that's creating something that they love. So anyway, this is my room. Still got my TV up on the wall. Got a crooked D up there. That one went crooked again. But this is my room, y'all. And this place makes me happy. And I'm grateful. You know, I worked hard to buy all the furniture. I bought it all myself. And I earned the money and bought it myself and so forth. And so it's nice that you can do this. This is just a normal, like, bedroom, like 12 by 13 or something. It's not huge. I don't even know how big this room is. But it's just a little spare bedroom. And this is how I have it set up. I have all this floor space. By me doing this, having everything like in a U shape, it worked out wonderful. It really, really did. Anyway, I'd love to know the thoughts of your craft room and where do you store all your craft supplies? Do you have it in the corner of your bedroom? Do you have it in your basement? Where do you keep your craft supplies? Do you have a designated room, or do you have a she shed in your backyard? I would love, love, love to hear from you of what you have, where you have your craft space and where you do your crafting and everything. So anyway, y'all, thanks so much for stopping by my channel today. Thanks so much for watching and subscribing and giving me a thumbs up and all that good stuff. I hope that you enjoyed this quick little tour of my craft space 2023. And yep, me and Phyllis, we're gonna get ready to cook some dinner. But anyway, y'all have a great day. And also too, y'all, if you want to know how I made this one, let me know. I will show you. Anyway, have a great day. Love you guys so, so much. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.